All right, here we go, live from the Audacity live studio. Welcome to Web3 Wellness with Dr. Lem, hosted by Audacity, and introducing Dr. Lem. She's going to be talking with us today about Web3 challenges. She is an artist, a writer, a psychologist, and a wellness expert with over 10 years of experience. And this is the first of 6 sessions. You're not going to want to miss this. So this won't be therapy, but it will be therapeutic. So tune in, and the stage is yours, Dr. Lem. Welcome and thank you.
Okay. So I'm Lemney. Thank you so much again for having me. Welcome to all of you who are listening. It's a pleasure to be here with you. Like Stephanie had mentioned, I'm Lemney. I'm a clinical psychologist, and I've got about 30 years of boots on the ground experience working with folks in social services and case management, working in hospitals, prisons, etc. You name it, I was there. For those of you who are in the United States, I am not a licensed psychologist or a licensed clinician. I am a trained life coach. So I am certificated in that. If that is something that's of importance to you, you should know that because transparency is really important, particularly in the field of clinical psychology. With all that said, this is not therapy. Again, I just want to put that caveat out that while this can be therapeutic, what we're doing here today is not considered therapy. So I won't be diagnosing anyone. And I won't be providing any treatment per se, but we will be having a conversation. So with that said, welcome to our Web3 Wellness Talks. We'll be here for a couple weeks. So if you missed today, please feel free to join us next week. We'll be here same time, same day, same place, same day of the week.
Then I've just been on Twitter all this time, and what's happening, people that are doing well, I mean, Chaz helped me, Chaz Gold helped me to learn how to mint on Zora. So you can mint right there on that site. So the artists are supporting each other, and then there's all this token stuff called DGen, and there's other tokens, and eventually it's supposed to be a place where you can monetize what you're doing. And I mean, you can literally like link people and collectors. I mean, a lot of it's artists collecting others' art, pretty much. I don't know if there's just straight collectors there or not, but it's just, the top casters are like on there all the time. I'm just not going to do that. The algorithm may not like me so much, but so I don't get as many tips or whatever. But there is a learning curve. But Stella Bell is wonderful. She has a Stella Bell's crypto art school channel over there that you can dive in if you want to try to learn. I'd go in there first. So that's what I suggest if you're interested.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, thank you so much.
Artists there than in Twitter. I mean, you get to see their art. You get to mint it if you want, and you go to links to their. I don't know. It just feels different. And they're going to have voice channels too, by the way.
Yeah, I hear you. Thank you for bringing that in and just kind of expressing, your thoughts and your concerns about it. Like you said, something about the apps where you have to be there all the time to do well, and what's the cost, right? Because everything is not for everyone, and so like we really do have to kind of like assess, how do I want to navigate this and how do I want to deal with this new thing. I know that I definitely feel a lot of pressure sometimes from other people, and they're like, oh, I'm making this much money on that other app, and it's kind of like this carrot situation. And it's wonderful to hear that the artists are collecting each other, but it makes you wonder, right? Like who are the collectors, and I don't know, there's a lot to think about there, Granny.
I agree, and I have a bookmark of a Twitter or X, whatever, a platform that is supposed to be connecting artists with collectors and museums. And I will send that to you if you want that. I mean, Lem, I can just see you're going to be a major artist. I think your work is so wonderful and authentic. And I will send that out to you, and you can send it out to anybody else. I just forget the name. I have to go look on. I can look on my phone and tell you, but because I did bookmark the name of that that platform.
Thank you, Granny. Thank you so much for bringing that in, and whoever's listening as well. I hope they can benefit from this too, because what I really do like about our space, our community, and what's happening over there at the Farcaster app is that everyone's helping and supporting each other the way that we used to in Clubhouse, and so I think that's why part of this Web3 wellness initiative is really for us to kind of like connect in that way, because there's something that really shifted in the space. I like you said, there was that massive exodus when people left Clubhouse and we came to Twitter Spaces, and like the community lost its close knit cohesion. I don't know, what was that experience like for you, and how have you been able to kind of like navigate it, find people, and stay connected with others?
I mean, I totally feel the same way. I've stayed connected to a few people like Brain Pasta. He was the first person I ever met in Clubhouse. And I remember Empress Trash and, of course, you. But I lost touch with so many people. And Chaz was over there. So I'm starting to connect again. And Ani, Ani Mkhitaryan. I can't think of everybody. What's his name? Gabe Weiss. I'm not really connected with him now, but Jeff Jag. Oh, of course, Tom LaRock. I've been connected with him all the time. He's helped me so much. But it's really not the same on Twitter at all. As far as being able to connect like we were in Clubhouse. I don't know why they changed and made something that was great. They made it worse.
Yeah. I think it was politics, like it wasn't broken, so why fix it, right? And I think that the people at Twitter really had a more powerful team than the Clubhouse people did, and they were able to really do a campaign that brought the community out and were convincing, because we were already shilling, right, and selling the work on Twitter. That there wasn't a capacity for that, but I'm excited about the fact that Farcaster has that function. How do you find it? Is it working for you? Yeah.
Well, I haven't even started minting over there. I mean, I just have so many different tasks in a day. That's one of the things I'm going to mint on Vitruvio and on Zora. They're on Zora platform on Farcaster, or I call it Warpcast. But Farcaster is like all the devs and stuff, and then Warpcast is the app. That's what they told me. But I'm still a newbie over there. I mean, there's a few groups in there. Future Crafters. I think Chaz is in that group. I can't remember. So there's a few groups, but, I'm not in the top, like whoever, whatever. Oh, I hope I didn't lose you. No, I didn't get kicked out this time. For some reason, I got kicked out. But
I hear you.
Yeah, I'm going to start minting on there. I mean, the people are also giving their work away. Like, it costs $2 to buy a piece, but you may not be giving your top pieces, but you're just giving someone something to share back and forth as artists. Like, okay, here's a free mint, and then the work that you really care about, that is more your top quality work, you mint it somewhere for sale. By the way, Chance did say, I asked him where he's had the most success, and he's had, as far as the regular platforms, it's been Foundation is what he told me. But everybody's different, I don't know. I'm just on Object. I came back on Object because I was gone for 3 years, pretty much having surgeries. So I just got started there. I have tons of stuff to mint. And I'm going to do it also on Vitruvio because they are an agnostic platform. Southern Fright told me about them. And they are going to offer like a search engine where if somebody I want outsider art, or I want sci-fi, or it will bring all those artists to that collector looking for that art. And they're also going to have print on demand. So anyway, I'm just sharing all these little tidbits that I've learned along the way.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing in all those gems.
And I just want to pop in and say there's 2 more friends of yours here.
Oh, fantastic. Welcome.
Yeah, it's Peg and One Got Beats.
Oh, lovely. Welcome, Peg. Welcome, Montez. It's fantastic. Feel free to mic yourselves. Right now, I'm hanging out with Nan, and we're just chopping it up. We were just talking a little bit about it just to catch you up. I'm not sure what you heard because I can't see when you came in. And thank you so much, Natania, for letting me know that that Peg, I hope you're driving safe or that you're traveling well. Um, and so yeah, we were just talking about the shift of connecting with people. The exodus from Clubhouse, coming to Twitter Spaces, trying to stay connected with folks.
Yes.
Navigating Forecaster. Can you hear me?
Yep. Peg is just.
Lem, it's Peg.
It's
Can
Peg.
you hear me?
Hi, Peg. I can hear you. How
Hi.
are you?
These things, I always feel like we're in the space shuttle or something, like, like they're communicating with you up there. I'm doing great. I was trying to listen. I told you I would be here. I try to get in on mobile, and it repeatedly logging me in. So that's why. And I know someone else said that they were dropped, but I'm here and definitely excited about all of this. So I'm planning to have a big event next month, and
All right.
you're definitely involved, Lem. I didn't even tell you that yet, but you're gonna have to put this date aside. So,
What are we doing, Peg? What are we doing?
oh, you're gonna be excited. Okay, so I didn't go to college, so I never had a college graduation. And my high school graduation was like total shit. My father drove 9 hours to miss me getting my diploma. Okay, so I was, I had to live with an aunt and uncle, and I had just a lot going on in adversity in my family. So, so I want a proper commencement this time from Shi-Fi.
Let's
And
go.
I'm
Let's
asking Maggie.
go.
Okay, I'm asking Maggie. None of you know that. Don't say a word yet, please, because I'm asking Maggie today if she'll give us a little inspirational commencement speech. And I see you're in here too, Sandra. So yeah, so Sandra, you're involved too. I know you got to work that day, but I know you could pop in maybe just for the commencement. And I don't know, okay, but I'm going to see if my friend Gary V can come.
Hey, that's right. You're well connected. I forget this about you, Peg. You know people in high places. So, Peg, do you know?
Wouldn't that
Peg, do
be
you know
awesome?
Granny?
Really? Yeah. So
Oh,
that's my plan. Okay, and I'm looking to, have some different things and surprises and whatever. And of course, there's going to be dancing. We have to have dancing.
we're gonna dance.
So if anybody's here that doesn't know me, I'm a professional dancer for 45 years. So in addition to my tech adventures, so
Peg,
I'm excited
do you,
to
do you,
set up the space and set up my area and everything and get it all ready for this and so I think it's going to be fun and unique.
yeah. Congratulations, Peggy, for your your second chance. At getting
Oh
your
yeah, thanks.
graduation
Yeah,
done.
everybody is here. I got so I had I had two cancers, and the first one was in 2021, and I was diagnosed in June of 21. But I knew that I had been going for tests and different things since February, and it was a skin cancer in a very rude area that there was no surgical option, and so there was a clinical trial uh,
Yeah.
at Memorial Sloan Kettering. I had to have radiation and chemo, but uh, the whole trial's been very successful, and they feel that they've cured me, and these cancers don't generally come back after 3
That's
years.
right.
So they've discharged me from that. Okay, that's the real sign. Okay, they discharged me from the clinical trial. And so the same surgeon who's been following me, even though he didn't do surgery the first time, he was my surgeon on the second one. And a doctor who was on my case in the clinical trial made a lazy mistake. Okay, they're supposed to run there's a simple blood test that can tell if you have cancer, guys. Okay, and like if you have large levels in your body and certain types of cancers. And so they're supposed to run this as protocol every 3 months, and they were sending me for radiology. I mean, X-rays, MRIs, all these things every 3 months, right? And
Yeah.
when we get the results in the app the same time they do, and so I got a blood test that said I had 3 times the cancer of when I started, and I got in the room with her. She said,
Oh, you're doing great. I'll see you next year. I said, well, what about this, right? She had like a visible shudder through her entire body, okay? And said, oh my God. And then proceeded to like, oh, backpedaling. Okay. Oh, you were doing so well. Okay. That your scans were clean that I didn't feel to run the test. Are you effing kidding me? You mean you put me through all kinds of radiology and everything and you didn't run a blood test? Okay. So anyway, I stayed with the clinical trial and I asked them to replace her. And she's gone actually from the hospital now. So she shouldn't be treating patients if she can't, take care of the regular things. You know what I'm saying? Really cut corners with my case. That's not nice. So anyway, with this one, I have the same surgeon, and he feels that I'm on my way to a cure. The second one. So that's all the great news, and it's Mother's Day and my birthday Monday. Oh, woo-hoo. LFG.
Oh, happy early birthday. Happy early Mommy's Day. Happy life
Thank
blessings,
you.
sis. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. What a story. What a freaking story. I'm so glad you're with people that are taking care of you, that are present for you, that can show up for you in the ways that you need. You know, it's important.
Thank you. Yes, I have had the finest care anywhere, and if you've ever had a relative with cancer, I want to thank all of them. Okay, I want to thank all the ancestors and anyone who's gone through this because they made my time so easy. Okay, relatively easy. I mean, yeah, it was horrible. Okay, but relative what people went through, millions and millions of people before me to make my time such a really some of it was so easy compared to what people have been through. So I just really am grateful for all of that, and I'm grateful to all of them for honestly, So
Yes. Oh, Peg, I'm so glad and I'm happy you're here with us. Peg, before you hop off, I would love for you to connect with Granny. I don't know if you ladies know each other, but every time I think of one of you, I think of the other. I have to be honest. Okay, you're associated in my head because I feel like you're like the OGs in the space.
I think I've been in spaces with Granny. I think I've been in spaces with Granny. Maybe with like the BDAO people, the and the grandparent. Damn, I can't think of the name. But Sandra, she's in their space sometimes. Yeah, we're all trying to help our fellow over 50 people. We have to bring them in. I saw a diagram yesterday about the adoption of crypto, right? So we have 15% now in the United States that have adopted crypto. So, and even whether you like him or not, okay, Donald Trump is releasing NFTs once again. And I'm sure those people want to know, what are these? Okay. And what does he have? Even if you don't like him. Okay. But they need to know. Doesn't matter who whoever's producing it, they need to know. So, yes, we should all get together, and I invite you. Let's connect on Twitter, and then I invite you to also come to our graduation. It's going to be Lem and me and Sandra, and we're all together in this journey on CFI. So
thank you, Peg. It's Granny, and I just wanted to ask, what's your handle on Twitter? I don't know it.
_ PEG, Peg _ more, MOORE.
Okay.
And that's on Insta also, like that. And so definitely connect with you. I'll be excited, and I'm looking to do some IRL events. And even if like you guys aren't, I'm in New York City, so even if you're not here and we want to do some virtual stuff, I think it's really helpful. But if I have an event and then some people our age come in, on through whatever means,
That's so great. Thank you.
Yeah,
but I think I'm a little bit older than you.
I'm 66. I'll be 66 Monday.
I'm 72.
Let's go!
All right.
Congratulations. Happy birthday coming up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, this is so great. I'm so happy. I'm so happy you connected. I swear to you, every time I was like, wait, is this Peg or Nancy? every time. Every time. I love it. Because I mean we don't see each other, right? But it's just like there's a feeling and a vibration that you both emit that's just so
Yeah.
warm. So I'm glad that you got to connect. And also is one still in the space with us, Montez? Is he still with us?
Yes. And
Okay, because
yeah, he is.
okay, because he's also if you want to connect Peg because he's also in the tri-state area as well. So
Oh,
he's a
great.
fellow New
Okay.
Yorker, and I think he's from the Bronx as well, as the same as you are,
Oh,
if I'm not
wow.
mistaken. Yeah, I'm putting all your
Well,
stuff out there, Montez.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Hi,
you.
Juan.
Welcome, brother. How are you?
You'll have to come to the Harlem Film Festival with us. Okay, I work there. I do the VR movies. When is this taking place? In about 2 weeks. I'll give you. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, Harlem International Film Festival, and it's fantastic. So they have, of course, all different movies all over. It's primarily usually at the Magic Johnson Theater, and for the bigger movies. And then I don't know, they moved venues last year. Because I went to VCon last year, so I didn't work there last year. But I've been there since 2017, and so we definitely all have to meet at that since I have that opportunity there. You guys
Maybe
can see some
so.
great movies.
Let's go. Maybe so. Thank you so much for that, Peg. That invitation. I'll definitely be there. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm a film school dropout, you know. So I would love a film festival. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes,
You can hear me. Fantastic. Montez, you want to have a
I'm gonna
seat?
go.
Or
Okay, I'm gonna drive. So, you guys, it's been fantastic. Let's make some. I'd love to do a meeting again here. This is great. And I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get all my information out this weekend for our graduation. Okay.
great, great, wonderful. Thank you so much, Peg. Drive safe, and I hope you get where you need
Thanks.
to.
Thanks for having this, Lem.
Absolutely, my pleasure, sis. We'll be doing this for a couple more weeks, I believe. So stay tuned, and if that changes, I'll keep you posted. Thank you so much, sis. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy Mother's Day, and I love you. All right. Thank you so much. Does anyone else want to come up and have a seat with me while we're here?
There's someone here as a chili. I don't know who it is.
Hey,
Yeah,
what's up, love?
welcome.
Can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah, we can hear you. Welcome. How can I help you?
What's going on? No, just listen. I'm just happy to be here.
It's
I
Montez.
kind
I wasn't sure. Hey, brother.
no, it's
Can you
me.
hear me?
What's going
Oh,
on? What's
awesome.
going on? Yeah, I can hear you.
Chilling, chilling. Good, good. Thank you for being, man. This is such a pleasure to connect in this way.
Of course, of course. I feel like we're always missing each other, like at events and like we don't, we kind of we're like two ships passing, So it's like we're always in like the same, circle of clubhouse friends and Twitter friends and IRL events, and I'm we're, like I'm always with Food Maskew or during NFT NYC I was like with Kane and Natalie and so it's good to connect. I'm glad that that you're doing this and we're kind of keeping that energy going. I agree with your sentiment as far as the the shift in energy from Twitter to Clubhouse. I think that the energy that we had, early 2021 coming here and kind of especially like the New York Web3 people, right? Because we were kind of like very few and
Yeah.
you know finding like-minded people that are genuine and that are actually kind of like building and doing things in the space um ethically is very hard. It's like because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people here but not everybody's moving the same way. So I think that when you find people that are moving the way you move, you kind of want to keep them around
So yeah, I look forward to connecting with you June 1st. At
Yes.
the
What's
Prospect Park
happening June
event.
1st?
That's
Yes.
yes, Prospect Park. Yes, so we're doing that June 1st, and that's not it's not token gated. So anybody, if you're if you're Web3 native, if you're from New York, June 1st will be connecting at Prospect Park. Just a bunch of like-minded people, just kind of connecting and putting ideas together, putting faces to PFPs, and kind of pulling back the veil of anonymity, or like not necessarily
Yeah.
that heavy, but just connecting people and a meeting of minds.
Yes.
And I haven't like shared this publicly, but I'm actually leaving New York soon, so
Okay.
June will
Sad
be
to see you go.
yeah. So June will be like my last month, kind of like moving around in the city before I head out. So
Yeah.
so yeah, I look forward to seeing you on the 1st.
Congratulations on your move. I hope all your aspirations are fulfilled and all your obstacles removed. So that's a fantastic thing. Change and new experiences is always dope. And I'm glad we get a chance to hang out with you before you roll out with this dope event. So it's Prospect Park and June 1st. So all of you that are listening, don't miss it. And I feel you on this piece about anonymity, and authenticity, because it's kind of like we have a space where people are either like super real, where they're like breaking apart, and you hear all the emotions coming in the feed from some of the artists, and then you have like some really cryptic stuff happening, and so like how do we kind of like navigate those extremes, and it's like you said, you hold on to people that are ethically, moving in a similar way to you. So I'm so glad that we had a chance to stay connected through this trajectory. These streets are mean in Web3. They can be,
Yep.
but they can also, yeah, talk about it, right?
No, it's true. I've kind of navigated through this New York Web3 scene, and I've seen a lot of just things that kind of make you cringe, things that make you question how people do business here, and I think that that's why be like having that core foundation of people around you, and a lot of it stems from Clubhouse. I think that like the Clubhouse narrative, and having finding people that are like-minded, finding people that aren't hyper transactional, and that actually are interested in connecting without trying to sell you something, and just actually be genuine is important, but it's also rare.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Chili,
It's
it's
a complete.
Granny. Do you remember
See
me
you,
from the
love.
Clubhouse? Granny Artist?
I think she's speaking to you, one.
No, she's talking to Chili.
Oh, got it. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows how to unmic yet. It took me a while to figure it out because I've never done these on
Maybe
cyber rooms, but this is cool. I like it.
Can you
Chili,
hear
maybe.
me, you guys?
I hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, Granny.
Okay, I
Chili,
don't know
maybe.
Chili's
I'm sorry.
X handle.
I don't know
What's your name?
I don't know who Chili is either. They haven't introduced themselves.
Maybe
I thought that's who
they
was
can
talking.
put.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, no, it's not Chili talking. It's Lem and
One got
One got
beats.
beats.
yeah, one got
One
beats.
got beats?
Yeah.
One got beats. Do you remember me from Clubhouse in 21? Granny Artist?
I would have to see your Twitter handle. What's your Twitter handle? Granny Artist.
It's Nancy Kilmer 11.
Let me check.
Because I know Lem from that era. So and Brain Pasta. We were in the Ranch Dow. I just wanted to say hi because you talked about it.
Pleasure. Yeah, Clubhouse was the greatest. I mean, I spent a lot of time in blockchain gospel, neighborhood jewelry, blockchain. Storytime DAO rooms.
Yeah.
Cass Vega, Natalie Crew, Kane Mayfield, like around in those kind of circles. So anytime they were in rooms, I generally was probably like in those circles. My PFP was always a skull. They always called me Montez.
Oh, I know. I remember you. I know Natalie too, and I was in Storytime Now sometimes.
Yes, yeah. So we were always kind of just bantering. Me, Kane, and Lo had this. It was always kind of very New Yorky when we were around. So, but yeah, I mean, Clubhouse is it's it was like you had to be there. It's funny when I'm in Twitter Spaces and I talk about Clubhouse, and they're like, "Oh, you were here from the beginning." And I feel like now, when people talk about Clubhouse, it's almost like this, kind of like alum status, right? When people hear about like, "Oh, you were at Clubhouse," oh, like, and it's funny because there are times where people are like, "Oh, you're an OG," and I'm like, no, it's not that serious, but it's starting to feel that way because when you see what Twitter Spaces have kind of like evolved into, it just feels like something was lost, transitioning from Clubhouse over to Twitter, and
absolutely, yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning all that because we started at a different era too. We were in a pandemic when we were in Clubhouse, and so like and to be honest with you, like I'm kind because the space is so shady. I don't even connect with as many new people because I'm like who are like I don't trust as many people because we were able to kind of like really trust each other in Clubhouse and get to know one another. We were in there a lot, you know.
Yeah. We sure were.
We spent days in some of those rooms. Like I remember, during 2021, I was working a third shift. I would get to work at midnight and leave work at 8 a.m. And I remember getting into a room, because I didn't have a lot to do at work. It was a security job overnight, and so I would log on to Clubhouse and literally just be in rooms my whole shift, come home and spend half of my day, like in some of these rooms, go to sleep, wake up, and those rooms are still running. And it was always good because you kind of had like a solid kind of like core group of people that kept the room running and kept it. But also just the narrative, like I remember onboarding rooms. I remember educating. I remember, like people actually, reading white papers and there was a lot more education involved back then, where now it just seems very clicky. It seems very hyper transactional. It seems very, like you said, shady. A lot of it is just shade and for me, I kind of remember this like simpler, more fun, more organic time and space where we got to connect and really just build with each other and teach each other, and people were actually like helping each other, and it felt like there was more, not more going on, but just there was more building, less tension, less.
Did we lose him?
Very like.
Yeah.
Hello? You hear me?
Yeah, you're back.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, my phone froze for a second. That's in place, and now I feel like Twitter just doesn't have that feel.
No, it doesn't. The thing with Twitter and I think I had a, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. The thing with Twitter, I noticed and I observed this immediately. It was the lack of capacity. When we were in Clubhouse, we had a very kind of like lateralized type of leadership. Where like everyone was a leader of their own sovereign, space. We were really kind of like pushing the ideology of sovereignty. And kindness and respect and being self-sufficient and autocratic and all this other stuff. And so like when we came to Twitter Spaces, it's like, wow, only 10 people can come up there and have a voice. That felt completely like the equity part of Clubhouse disappeared, where everybody could have a mic and unmic themselves and speak and be part of the conversation. Then it became much more exclusive with who could come up on the stage,